All right, we've got a big week here in Sacramento. There's a couple things going on this weekend. Number one, we have here in town, August 9th, we've got the Sac City Rollers doing a bout. I won't be able to make it, unfortunately, but that doesn't mean you can't go. It's a lot of fun. But the reason I can't make it is I will be over in Stockton Con the 9th and the 10th out in Stockton. A big convention. You guys should come on down, take a peek. It's like $10 to get through the door. It's not that much, but with a ton of creators. So it's a con to check out. If you're going to be there, come by, say hi. I will, of course, be there. I will be sharing a table with Heine New Sulk. You guys can see his stuff online. Look up Newligan. There's also a release party this Friday night from 6 to 9. If you were part of the Kickstarter project, come on down, pick up your rewards. If you weren't, come on down, pick up some prints, just hang out, have fun with us, and that's it. It'll be, oh, and we've also got a special Dylan party that night. So during the same hours, come on down. There is a sale on stuff, and come and meet the puppy and Rolly. Check the website for the discounts. I don't remember, or the email, which I think went out. Trillium, Jeff Lemire. I've talked about this a lot, and it's going to be well worth your money. And in fact, I have all the issues, but I'm still picking up the trade because I need to read this all at once. I need to read it together without stopping, opening bags and boards. It is a trip. It's a space-time romance that really deserves a second reading just to catch everything that Lemire has done, because he's the writer and artist, and sometimes you're flipping the book, sometimes you're taking it to the side, reading things in a weird language. Really, really well done. This, I wish I had ordered more of. It's only $25. It is every single issue of ElfQuest, and obviously not the original format because it would be magazine size, but it's black and white, $25 for everything. This is a heck of a deal. If you haven't read it, it is a great fantasy story. It's a great, you're going on a quest, traveling, you lose your home, fall in love. Just wonderful, wonderful stuff by Wendy and Richard Pini. Now on to the new books. Those are the only two trades I really want to talk about. There's a bunch more, of course. Let's go indie first. Howtoons Reignition. The parents of these two adorable heroes put them in suspended animation during an apocalypse. They wake up and building their own tools, their own weapons, their own devices, they are trying to find their parents and discover what has happened. It's a really cute book despite the post-apocalyptic elements. Who am I to talk, though? Trixie is post-apocalyptic, so I guess post-apocalyptic is for the whole family. That's going to be my new tagline. This one is important because Alan Moore is on it. In fact, Alan Moore is in it. He has a giant snake. We'll leave that one up to you, but pick it up. God, it's dead. Alan Moore writing again. Kick-ass, final issue ever. You're never going to see another issue of this, and I wish I could give you a reason to buy it other than you've already been collecting the previous ones. It's Mark Millar. Big Trouble in Little China. This has been selling way better than I thought it would. I ordered heavy, and the first issue still sold out. We have second printings of number 1 in the shop today. We also have number 2s coming back in. Number 3 is here if you're interested in it. If you need any of those, let me know, because I have a feeling these are going to go quick. They're not adjusting my orders fast enough, so things are coming in a little later. Miracle Man. I have this on the bottom shelf. Douglas Friel told me, Ben, you might want to move it up. I was like, well, I'm reading it. I know there's a couple little things in here. Not a big deal. I don't remember anything too crazy. It's been a long time since I read it. This is the issue that makes it top shelf. She's giving birth, and yeah, if you're reading it, awesome. If you're not, eventually you're going to want to. Even if you don't get the comic book format, wait for the trade. It's one of those things that you should probably read as a comic fan. Justice League 3000. They now have the help of the sister who was resurrected in Flash's body. Justice League is trying to escape they don't call them the Fatal Five, something like that. But the artwork is great. The story's a lot of fun. It's set far in the future, and you've got the original Justice League that have been cloned over and over and over again, and obviously to save the universe, but at the same time there's a hidden agenda by the people who did it over at Cadmus. Future's End. More Cadmus stuff in there. In fact, the last issue, it's only been a week. Big Bart is here, as you can see, fighting Deathstroke. I can't give too much away on these kind of guys. In fact, I have been kind of bored with Mr. Terrific. It was exciting to see him. I used to love him back on the Justice Society, but his entire story within this, we're 14 issues in, and all he has done is talk to his computer and ask questions. You need to get out of the tower, Mr. Terrific. I was actually kind of disappointed in that because I wanted to see him in the new 52 here. Batman Eternal. I think the cover says it all. Last issue was all Spectre. It was all Spectre. It was all Joker's daughter. And I said I wasn't going to say anything because it's only a week old. Some of you haven't read it, but that's about as far as I'll go. Grayson, he has finally gotten out from under Batman's... Well, he's been out from under Batman's wing for a while. But he's now leaving behind the costume, leaving behind the Bat stuff. He's just plain old Grayson. He's a super spy, and he's deep undercover. He was exposed in Future's End. Everybody knows who he is. No longer could use the Nightwing persona. Nobody could connect that he used to be Robin, who teams up with Batman. Bruce Wayne was about that age, and so was Dick Grayson as a kid. So Gotham PD sucks. So does Checkmate. So does pretty much everybody in the DCU. I just wanted to show you this one because it's Alfred. It's selfie month for DC. They did the Bombshells. They did the Batman 75th. Now they're continuing with selfies before they move in to the 3D covers. Please don't screw it up, DC. There's one with Green Lantern. Superman is taking a kitty out of the tree, or maybe he's putting it in there to create his job for himself. Doomed is finally back after taking a month off. You've got some Action Comics Doomed, and you've got Superman and Wonder Woman Doomed. Original Sin continues. We've got Thor versus Angela, who is actually Asgardian after she was magically teleported over to the Marvel Universe, care of Neil Gaiman. Hulk fighting Iron Man. Hulk is going to so smash that suit of armor. I hope that Iron Man has something more in there. That's why he created Hulkbuster armor. But, you know, as being a man, you got to get back to your base and put it back on. Moon Knight, I think, what is this, 5? 6. This is the last one. There's more Moon Knight, but this is the last Warren Ellis. Makes me really sad. Thank you for coming on, Warren. But I wish you would have stayed a little bit longer. Star-Lord, this book, the first issue, unfortunately I don't have, but I have it on reorder. This was really well written, but it felt like the movie Star-Lord, and not a bad thing, but I guess Chris Pratt is now in comic book format. Spider-Verse, Superior Spider-Man continues with a 32. They're doing a few issues here just to wrap things up and get you hooked into the Spider-Verse. So thank you very much. You guys do not forget about Stockton Con this weekend. It's the 9th and the 10th. We've got Sac City Rollers on the 9th. And if you haven't seen it, go see Guardians. I didn't want to talk anymore about it because that's all I've talked about on Facebook or to anyone in the shop. But it was fantastic. I've seen it 3 times and every single one of them was magic. Thank you very much. Magical. It was. They were. So, it was beautiful. And I caught so many different things.